On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Recycle.
To sort and collect things to process them and produce valuable materials that can be used again.
Examples:
Recycle the cardboard boxes. Recycle milk packaging into new paper. We largely recycle the circuit board of cell phones because they contain a lot of valuable metals.
Mulch.
A protective covering, often made of organic materials such as wood chips, straw, or leaves, applied to the soil around plants to suppress weed growth, retain moisture, and provide insulation.
Examples:
Mulch from the vegetation. Organic mulch. The landscaper recommended a layer of rubber mulch for the children's playground as it provides cushioning and minimizes injuries from falls.
Transom.
A horizontal crosspiece or bar, often made of wood or metal, placed above a door or window, serving as a supporting or decorative element, or providing additional ventilation or light.
Examples:
Decorative transom. Wooden transom. The glass transom above the door allowed natural light to filter into the room.
Turret.
A small tower or tall structure, often found on the corner of a building, typically used for defensive purposes. A rotating armored structure on a military vehicle or ship for mounting weapons.
Examples:
Medieval turret. Turret lathe. The turret atop the castle provided a panoramic view of the surrounding area.
Corbel.
Structural support or bracket that projects from a wall or other surface, often made of stone, wood, or metal, and used to support weight or provide architectural ornamentation.
Examples:
Corbel arch. Decorative corbel. The medieval castle featured intricately carved corbels as supporting brackets.
Eyebrow.
The hair arc over each eye in humans.
Examples:
Raise her eyebrows. Eyebrow cosmetics. She raised an inquiring eyebrow towards me.
Salvage.
The act of saving or rescuing something from potential loss or destruction, the property or items that are saved or rescued in this way. Verb, to save, recover, or rescue something from a dangerous, damaged, or deteriorating situation.
Examples:
Salvage operation. Salvage a sunken ship. The salvage yard was full of old cars waiting to be scrapped.
Staircase.
A set of stairs inside a building, usually with posts and bars that are fixed at the side.
Examples:
Spiral staircase. Beetle up the staircase. She walked urgently down the emergency staircase.
Bulge.
To protrude or extend outward.
Examples:
Bulge at the enterprise. Bulge with books. The muscles in his arm bulged as he lifted the heavy weights.
Poke.
To push or prod with a sharp object or the finger.
Examples:
Poke around the desk. Poke a fire. They poked fun at each other's jokes, laughing and teasing.
Sag.
To droop or hang down, especially due to a lack of support or the weight of something.
Examples:
Sag my jaw. Sag with fatigue. The old mattress sagged in the middle, making it uncomfortable to sleep on.
Chute.
A steep, narrow slide or passage, often used for moving objects or people quickly and safely from a higher to a lower level. A channel or pathway that guides the flow of material, usually in a controlled manner.
Examples:
Garbage chute. Escape chute. The laundry chute in the apartment building allows residents to drop their dirty clothes into the laundry room easily.
Cast iron.
A strong, heavy, and durable metal or alloy that is used in various industrial applications, such as machinery, piping, and construction.
Examples:
Cast iron stove. Cast iron gate. My grandma used to cook with a cast iron skillet, giving her food a unique flavor.
Gadget.
A small tool or device that is useful for a particular job.
Examples:
A handy gadget. Time-saving gadget. I found the kitchen gadget that will serve as a bottle opener in the store.
Stomp.
To walk heavily and noisily, often with a rhythmical sound, to dance with a rhythmical step.
Examples:
Stomp off to the room. Stomp on his foot. The children stomped their feet in time to the music.
Bathtub.
A large container, typically made of porcelain or acrylic, for holding water in which a person can bathe.
Examples:
Bathtub curve. Bathtub drain. I filled the bathtub with hot water and a bubble bath for a relaxing soak.
Aft.
The opposite of forward, located at or towards the rear or back of a ship, aircraft, or other vehicle.
Examples:
Aft cabin. Aft view. The aft section of the ship suffered significant damage after the collision with the reef.
Faucet.
A device for controlling the flow of liquid from a pipe.
Examples:
A water faucet. Faucet handle. I turned on the faucet to wash my hands.
Phallus.
A symbol or representation of the penis, typically depicted as an erect organ and often used to represent male sexuality, virility, or power.
Examples:
Artificial phallus, phallus sculpture. The archaeologist discovered a rare artifact depicting a phallus symbol in the ruins of an ancient temple.
Takeoff.
A departure, especially of airplanes, the initial ascent of an airplane as it becomes airborne.
Examples:
Vertical takeoff, takeoff run. Our aircraft is now ready for takeoff.
Unmistakable.
Clearly recognizable, impossible to mistake or misunderstand.
Examples:
Find unmistakable evidence. Unmistakable difference. His talent for singing is unmistakable.
Barley.
A type of cereal grain that is used for food, either in the form of whole grains, flour, or malt.
Examples:
Barley field, barley crop. The fields were ripe with barley, ready for harvest.
Eaves.
The overhanging lower edge of a roof, usually projecting beyond the walls of a building.
Examples:
Leaking eaves. Under the eaves. The gutter must be cleaned to prevent water from overflowing onto the house's eaves.
Dentil.
A small, rectangular block or ornament resembling teeth, typically used in classical architecture as a decorative element in a cornice or frieze.
Examples:
Dental design. The dental trim on the furniture. The dental pattern on the antique clock is beautifully intricate.
Woodwork.
The craft or activity of working with wood to create structures or objects, the inner workings or background details of a situation or event that were previously unknown or hidden.
Examples:
Finest woodwork. Woodwork tools. The intricate designs on the woodwork were hand-carved by a master craftsman.
Lumpy.
Having many small bumps, irregularities, or unevenness, forming or consisting of small lumps.
Examples:
Lumpy mattress. Lumpy sugar. The batter for the cake was lumpy and needed to be smoothed out.
Cliché.
A phrase or expression that has become overused to the point that it has lost its original impact or meaning, a trite or unoriginal idea or statement.
Examples:
Cliché plot. Age-old cliché. Using the same cliché phrase in every conversation can take time and effort.
Foyer.
An entrance hall or lobby, usually located at the front of a building or before the main room or area, a space for people to gather or wait before an event.
Examples:
Hotel foyer. Grand foyer. The elegant chandelier in the foyer was the centerpiece of the grand entrance.
Industrious.
Hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples:
Industrious worker. Industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night.
Bury.
To place a dead body in the ground, grave, or tomb.
Examples:
Bury in the earth. Bury emotion. There is plenty of space to bury everyone.
Apperception.
The process of understanding and interpreting new experiences about past experiences and knowledge, the conscious perception and comprehension of sensory information.
Examples:
Psychological apperception. Process of apperception. His past experiences influenced his apperception of the situation.
Tally.
A record or count of a particular thing, often used to keep track of scores, votes, or numbers.
Examples:
Keep a tally. Tally sheet. Let's keep a tally of the votes to see who won the election.
Disorient.
To make someone confused about where they are or where they should go.
Examples:
Disorient his audience. Disorient and wrong-foot viewers. Several studies have indicated that human activity at sea might disorient dolphins and whales.
Rattle.
To make or cause to make short, successive, sharp, and loud sounds.
Examples:
Rattle along a road. Rattle and bang at the door. The vast earthquake caused the house to rattle.
Shard.
A small, sharp piece of something that has been broken, especially a material like glass, pottery, or metal.
Examples:
Broken shard. Shard of pottery. The artist used a shard of glass to create intricate designs on her sculptures.
Premeditated.
Planned or considered in advance, done with deliberate intention or forethought, prepared or arranged in advance.
Examples:
Premeditated crime. Premeditated scheme. The defendant was charged with premeditated murder.
Intellect.
The ability to think logically and comprehend information, especially at an advanced level.
Examples:
Enrich my intellect. Human intellect. Your intellect is capable of distinguishing among similar objects.
Intuition.
The ability to understand or know something without reasoning or evidence. A feeling that guides a person to do or believe something without fully understanding why.
Examples:
Creative intuition. Intuition research. Some studies suggest that people's intuitions can be influenced by their experiences and biases.
Micrometer.
A tool for measuring small distances or dimensions, typically accurate to within 1/1000th of a millimeter.
Examples:
Micrometer gauge, vernier micrometer. The scientist used a digital micrometer to measure the exact thickness of the material.
Plumb.
To examine something closely or carefully, to measure the depth of water, a pipe, or a hole, by means of a plumb line or similar device, to explore or understand something completely or fully.
Examples:
Plumb the depths, plumb a pipe. The contractor had to plumb the new building before erecting the walls.
Blemish.
A mark or imperfection that detracts from the appearance of something, typically a person's skin or features. Verb, to spoil, mar, or damage the appearance or quality of something.
Examples:
Blemish my record, skin blemish. I have a blemish on my face that I am trying to cover with makeup.
Mindset.
The established set of attitudes or fixed ideas held by someone.
Examples:
Flexible mindset. The mindset in an education system. Countries whose goal is economic development often focus on fostering an entrepreneurial mindset in each individual.
Dumpster.
A large, commercial trash receptacle designed to be emptied mechanically by a garbage truck.
Examples:
Dumpster diving. Empty the dumpster. The employee found $100 in the dumpster behind the store.
Renaissance.
A new growth in activity or enthusiasm in anything, particularly art, literature, or music.
Examples:
Artistic Renaissance, Industrial Renaissance. Folk music is now experiencing a renaissance.
Humanistic.
Relating to or emphasizing the value, dignity, and agency of human beings, as opposed to the supernatural, divine, or animal, marked by human ideals and interests.
Examples:
Humanistic themes, Humanistic psychology. The humanistic approach to psychology emphasizes individual consciousness and free will.
Gizmo.
A small gadget or mechanical device, particularly one that is difficult to name or describe.
Examples:
Handy gizmo, high-tech gizmo. You can find all kinds of interesting gizmos in this store.
Contraption.
A machine or device that is made up of a combination of interconnected parts and often appears complicated or unusual.
Examples:
Farming contraption, complicated contraption. The inventor created a contraption that could turn salt water into drinking water.
Standardize.
To make uniform or consistent in form, quality, or performance. To establish or implement a standard or standardization process.
Examples:
standardize a language. Standardize administrative practices. The company standardized its procedures to improve efficiency and quality control.
Byproduct.
A secondary or incidental product produced in the manufacture or synthesis of something else.
Examples:
toxic byproducts. Byproduct of technology. The byproduct of the energy production process is a large amount of carbon dioxide emissions.
Warp.
To twist or bend out of shape, especially as a result of being heated, to distort or twist the meaning or sense of something.
Examples:
warp under pressure. Become warped. The ship's hull was warped from years of use in rough seas.
Disproportionately.
In a way that is not reasonably or appropriately balanced, equal, or distributed, in a manner that is unequal or excessive about something else.
Examples:
disproportionately affected. Disproportionately high. The rich can often disproportionately benefit from tax breaks and other advantages.
Foreman.
A person in charge of a group of workers, typically in a factory, construction site, or other industrial settings. A juror who presides over jury deliberations and speaks for the group in court.
Examples:
foreman position. Foreman duties. The foreman on the construction site is responsible for overseeing the workers and ensuring that the project is completed on time.
Kudos.
Praise, honor, or recognition for an achievement or accomplishment.
Examples:
gain kudos. Kudos to the team. She received kudos from her boss for her exceptional work on the project.
Tulle.
A lightweight, fine netting fabric often used for bridal veils, dresses, and dance costumes.
Examples:
sparkly tulle. Tulle skirt. The bride's dress was adorned with tulle and lace.
Platonic.
Of relationship or emotion, friendly or affectionate but not sexual.
Examples:
platonic relationship. Platonic love. His relationship with her was completely platonic.
Noggin.
Informal term for the human head, a small amount, portion, or quantity of something, especially used for alcoholic drink.
Examples:
scratch my noggin. A small noggin of whiskey. The quiz night was designed to challenge everyone's noggin with tricky questions.
Blight.
To have a detrimental effect on something, typically causing it to deteriorate or fail. Noun, any plant disease resulting in withering without rotting.
Examples:
Blight his life. Blight a crop. The abandoned factory was blighted by vandalism and graffiti.
Chattel.
Personal property, especially that which is movable and not fixed to land.
Examples:
Chattel mortgage. Personal property chattels. The enslaved people were treated as chattel and had no rights or freedoms.
Depreciate.
To decrease in value or worth over time, to become less valuable or less esteemed over time.
Examples:
Depreciate asset. Depreciate against foreign currency. The car's value depreciated soon after being driven off the lot.
Formaldehyde.
A colorless, flammable liquid with a strong, pungent smell used as a preservative and in the manufacture of various products.
Examples:
Formaldehyde solution. Formaldehyde odor. Exposure to high levels of formaldehyde can irritate the eyes, nose, and throat, as well as respiratory problems and cancer.
Numb.
Unable to feel physical sensation and movement, not showing human feeling or sensitivity.
Examples:
Numb with cold. A numb mind. My left arm became numb.
Degrade.
To make something worse, especially in quality, to show or treat someone in a way that makes them seem no value and do not have the respect or reasonable opinion of others.
Examples:
Degrade his public image. Degrade environmental quality. You should not degrade yourself by allowing them to use you.
Exacerbate.
To make a situation, problem, or feeling worse.
Examples:
Exacerbate the situation. Exacerbate symptoms. The heat wave exacerbated the drought conditions.
Tradesman.
A person who works in a trade or commerce, such as a craftsman, merchant, or vendor.
Examples:
Successful tradesman. A fellow tradesman. The skilled tradesman repaired the broken window with ease.
Prophecy.
A statement or prediction that something will happen in the future, typically one made by a religious leader.
Examples:
Prophecy fulfillment. Prophecy of doom. The fortune teller's prophecy that I would meet my soulmate next year has yet to come true.
Woo.
To seek the affection or favor of someone, to court or pursue someone romantically or with flattery.
Examples:
Woo consumers. Woo voters with promises. He tried to woo her with his charm and wit.
Prune.
A dried plum that has a black, wrinkled appearance. Verb, to cut off branches from a tree, bush, or plant, especially to encourage growth.
Examples:
Prune a branch. Wrinkle like a prune. You should remove the seeds from the prunes before cooking.
Disgust.
A strong feeling of dislike or disapproval.
Examples:
Public disgust. Show disgust at his actions. He was filled with disgust and fear for the threat of war.
Swill.
To drink or consume something greedily or excessively, to dispose of liquid waste or refuse by flushing it away or feeding it to animals.
Examples:
Swill beer. Swill the deck. You should not swill your drink like an animal.
Doe.
A mature female of mammals of which the male is called a buck, such as a deer or a rabbit.
Examples:
Doe rabbit. Buck and doe. Hunters use a whistle that makes the doe sound to lure stags.
Nothingness.
A state or situation where nothing exists.
Examples:
Pass into nothingness. A sense of nothingness. Having made a big mistake, she wanted to vanish into nothingness.
Backhoe.
A large mechanical digging machine with a shovel-like scoop on the front and a digging arm on the back, used for excavating and moving large amounts of soil and debris.
Examples:
Backhoe operator. Backhoe attachment. The construction crew used a backhoe to dig the foundation for the new building.
Napkin.
A small piece of cloth or paper used for wiping one's mouth and hands while eating, a decorative cloth placed on a table for formal occasions.
Examples:
Paper napkin. Linen napkin. I always keep a stack of napkins on my desk while I eat to prevent any messes.
Chew.
To crush or grind something, especially food, with the teeth and then swallow it.
Examples:
Chew each word. Chew a stick of gum. My dog loves to chew on bones.
Gregarious.
Fond of company, sociable, living in groups or communities.
Examples:
Gregarious animals. Gregarious nature. She was a gregarious person, always making friends with everyone she met.
Wildebeest.
Also new, a large African antelope with a broad muzzle and curved horns, known for its annual migration.
Examples:
Grazing wildebeest. Wildebeest herd. The migration of wildebeest across the Serengeti is an awe-inspiring natural phenomenon.
Jean.
A sturdy cotton twill fabric, typically blue, used for jeans and other clothing.
Examples:
A jean skirt. Jean denim. She wore her favorite pair of jeans to the party.
Stride.
To walk with long steps in a particular direction, noun, an important and positive progress.
Examples:
Stride across a room. Stride down a slope. She strides confidently across the stage to accept her award.
Confuse.
To mistake one thing for another, to make somebody hard to understand.
Examples:
Confuse the listener. Confuse fantasy with reality. Her remarks confused the debate.
Shove.
To push someone or something in a rough way.
Examples:
Shove a person aside. Shove hamburger into my mouth. He forcibly shoved the flyer into my bag.
Primal.
Of or relating to the earliest stage of development, fundamental, primitive.
Examples:
Primal eras. Primal fear. The primal instincts of the animal kicked in when it was threatened.
Terrifying.
Very frightening or intimidating.
Examples:
Terrifying experience. Terrifying events. Large earthquakes often generate terrifying tsunamis.
Seminal.
Highly original, influential, or innovative, containing the seeds or beginnings of future development or growth, of medicine, of or relating to semen or the male reproductive system.
Examples:
Seminal research. Seminal duct. The book was a seminal work in psychology, influencing generations of researchers.
Darn.
To mend a piece of clothing by sewing over a hole or tear with small, tight stitches.
Examples:
Darn stockings. Darn hole. I have to darn these socks before they become unwearable.
Whopping.
Extremely large, impressive, or noteworthy. It can also be used to describe a surprise or shock.
Examples:
Whopping price. Whopping success. The new smartphone has a whopping 1 terabyte of storage space.
Humiliate.
To cause someone to feel ashamed, embarrassed, or degraded, especially in public or through revealing personal information.
Examples:
Humiliate him publicly. Humiliate the heckler in the audience. The boss humiliated her employee by belittling her in front of her colleagues.
Embarrass.
To cause someone to feel awkward, worried, or ashamed.
Examples:
Embarrass political enemy. Embarrass my project. He looked for an opportunity to embarrass that actor in public.
Moron.
Offensive and derogatory term, a person who is considered very foolish, stupid, or lacking intelligence or common sense.
Examples:
Social moron. Complete moron. The internet troll accused her of being a moron for her political views.
Instinct.
An inborn behavioral pattern that is often responsive to specific stimuli, an innate feeling that causes you to act or believe that something is true.
Examples:
Instinct for self-preservation. Aggressive instinct. When faced with a dangerous situation, his initial instinct was to flee.
Sprawl.
To sit, lie, or fall with one's arms and legs spread out.
Examples:
Sprawl out luxuriously on the sofa. Sprawl for acres. The lush vegetation sprawls across the wonderfully landscaped gardens.
Crisscross.
To move or make lines that intersect or cross each other in a pattern resembling a series of X's.
Examples:
Crisscross over the edges of the walls. Crisscross my heart. The roads crisscrossed through the countryside, creating a beautiful scenic drive.
Bandana.
A large square or triangular piece of fabric, often patterned, that is worn around the head or neck as a fashionable accessory or for practical purposes such as protecting the face from dust or sweat.
Examples:
Fashionable bandana. Paisley bandana. She tied her hair back with a bandana to keep it out of her face while working.
Reconnect.
To connect again after a break or interruption.
Examples:
Reconnect a telephone. Reconnect with family. After a long period of estrangement, they reconnected with each other.